In the quiet London suburb of Enfield, a haunting tale unfolded that has captured the attention of paranormal enthusiasts worldwide. Just north of the bustling city, in the late 70s, the tranquility of an ordinary council house was shattered by a series of unexplained phenomena. This house became the epicenter of what is now famously known as the Enfield poltergeist incident. From 1977 to 1979, the Hodgson family, who resided in the house, found themselves entangled in a chilling narrative that defied rational explanation. The otherwise mundane domesticity of their lives was invaded by an unseen presence that seemingly had a mind of its own. Reports of the bizarre occurrences that took place in this house continue to baffle and fascinate. The most striking were accounts of furniture moving of its own accord. Imagine the terror of witnessing an armchair slide across the room unaided by human hands, or a table overturning in the dead of night with no apparent cause. But it didn't stop there. Objects were said to have flown across rooms, defying the laws of physics. Toys, utensils, even heavy appliances reportedly levitated, whirling through the air before crashing down, leaving the family in fear and bewilderment. And then there were the sounds. Eerie knocking that echoed throughout the house. These mysterious noises seemed to come from within the walls themselves, resonating in the dead of night, when the world outside was silent. For 2 years, these strange occurrences persisted, turning the Hodgson family's life upside down, making their home a living nightmare. They were at the mercy of an unseen force that seemed bent on causing chaos and terror. Despite numerous investigations and countless theories, no definitive explanation has been established for the Enfield poltergeist. Skeptics and believers alike continue to debate the authenticity of the events, adding to the intrigue and mystery surrounding this case. The Enfield poltergeist case remains one of the most compelling instances of potential paranormal activity. This chilling tale of the unexplained continues to both perplex and fascinate, a reminder that there are things in this world that perhaps we are not meant to understand. What do experts in the field make of the Enfield poltergeist incident? The Enfield poltergeist case has long been a topic of intense debate among paranormal investigators and researchers. The event, which took place in the late 70s in a humble North London home, is often cited as one of the most compelling pieces of evidence for the existence of the paranormal. Some of the most renowned investigators in the field, such as Maurice Grosse and Guy Lyon Playfair, were involved in the Enfield case. Their extensive reports and personal testimonies lend significant weight to the authenticity of the paranormal activities reported. They observed objects moving of their own accord and heard disembodied voices, among other inexplicable phenomena. Grosse and Playfair were convinced that they were dealing with a genuine poltergeist, a sentiment echoed by many of their contemporaries. On the other hand, there are researchers who interpret the event differently. They point to the fact that much of the activity occurred only in the presence of the two young sisters, suggesting that the events could have been orchestrated. Some have even suggested that the children may have been playing pranks or acting out for attention. However, believers argue against this skepticism. They point to the sheer volume of evidence, the number of credible witnesses, and the lack of any clear motive for deception. They contend that the Enfield case goes beyond simple pranks and tricks, and indeed provides some of the strongest proof of paranormal activity. Yet, despite the numerous investigations and countless hours of debate, the Enfield poltergeist case remains a mystery. It's a puzzle that continues to perplex and fascinate investigators, researchers, and enthusiasts alike. Undeniably, the Enfield poltergeist incident has left an indelible mark on the field of paranormal research. It has sparked discussions, inspired investigations, and fueled the quest for understanding the unknown. Many experts remain divided on the Enfield case, with some staunchly in favor of its paranormal authenticity, while others express skepticism. But not everyone is convinced. Skeptics argue there may be logical explanations for the Enfield poltergeist. Indeed, there are those who look at the Enfield case with a critical eye. They propose that what was perceived as a poltergeist may have been something far less supernatural. Some of the most common skeptic viewpoints revolve around three main theories: hoaxing, hallucinations, and misunderstood natural phenomena. Let's start with hoaxing. The skeptics highlight that the primary witnesses in the Enfield case were children, who could potentially have been orchestrating an elaborate prank. The children, after all, were the ones most often present during the manifestations and were known to have a certain flair for drama. The skeptics argue that the children might have manipulated objects when no one was looking, imitated strange noises, or even fabricated the whole story for attention or amusement. The second theory is hallucinations. Some skeptics suggest that the witnesses could have been experiencing hallucinations caused by stress, fear, or other psychological factors. They point out that the human mind is a complex entity, capable of creating vivid images and sounds that aren't really there, especially under extreme emotional distress. The third theory is misunderstood natural phenomena. Skeptics argue that many of the occurrences attributed to the poltergeist could have been caused by natural, albeit unusual, events. For instance, unexplained noises could be the result of settling infrastructure, drafts could cause doors to slam, and so on. They propose that these incidents, while strange, don't necessarily point to a paranormal explanation. But of course, these are just theories. None of them have been definitively proven, just as the existence of the Enfield poltergeist hasn't been definitively proven. That's the thing about the paranormal. It's a realm of uncertainty, mystery, and intense debate. The debate between believers and skeptics continues to rage, highlighting the complexity of paranormal investigation. Paranormal investigators employ a range of techniques and tools in their quest to understand the unexplained. As we delve into the world of the unseen and the unknown, we find ourselves in the company of those who dare to explore the paranormal. These brave souls, known as paranormal investigators, use a variety of methods and equipment to gather evidence and seek answers. One of the most common techniques employed in paranormal investigations is the use of electronic voice phenomena, or EVP recordings. Investigators use digital voice recorders to capture sounds within the environment that are not audible to the human ear. Some believe these sounds may be attempts at communication from entities beyond our realm. Another tool in the paranormal investigator's arsenal is the infrared camera. This device is used to detect heat signatures which may indicate the presence of an entity. Unlike regular cameras, infrared cameras can see in complete darkness, a condition often encountered during investigations. EMF detectors, or electromagnetic field detectors, are also frequently used. These devices measure fluctuations in the electromagnetic field around them. Paranormal entities are thought to cause these fluctuations when they manifest or move objects. It's important to remember, however, that these tools are not definitive proof of the paranormal. They merely capture phenomena that we cannot explain. An EVP recording might just be interference from a nearby radio station. A spike on an EMF detector could be caused by a nearby electrical appliance. An infrared camera might pick up the heat signature of a rat scurrying in the shadows. This is why investigators don't rely solely on their equipment. They also use their intuition, experience, and knowledge of the location's history to interpret their findings. They understand that the paranormal is not something that can be easily boxed in or defined. It's a mystery, a puzzle that's continually changing. The tools and techniques of paranormal investigation continue to evolve as researchers seek to bring scientific rigor to the study of the unexplained. In the end, the goal is not to prove the existence of the paranormal, but to better understand the mysteries that surround us. Those who believe they have experienced paranormal activity often report profound impacts on their lives. The human psyche is a complex labyrinth, and when it collides with the unexplainable, the effects can be both fascinating and frightening. Individuals who claim to have encountered the paranormal report a wide spectrum of emotional and psychological impacts. Fear, of course, is a common reaction. Imagine, if you will, the chill of an inexplicable draft, the terror of a disembodied voice whispering in the dead of night, or the dread of seeing a spectral figure flit across your vision. These experiences can shake one's sense of reality to its core, instigating sleepless nights and a lingering sense of unease. Yet, not all the impacts are negative. Some people report a sense of fascination following their experiences. The paranormal can be a window into the unknown, sparking curiosity and a thirst for understanding. It can lead individuals down new paths of exploration, inciting a passion for the mysteries that lie beyond our everyday existence. There are also instances where individuals report a sense of connection or understanding following a paranormal event. They may feel they've contacted a lost loved one, or that they've been chosen to receive a message from the other side. This can bring a sense of comfort, a feeling of being part of something larger than oneself. However, it's important to remember that these experiences are subjective. What one person perceives as a chilling, ghostly visitation, another might dismiss as a trick of the light or a figment of an overactive imagination. The power of the human mind to perceive, interpret, and even create experiences is truly astounding. In the end, whether these experiences are genuine encounters with the paranormal or simply the product of our complex minds is a question that remains unanswered. But one thing is certain. For those who believe they've brushed with the otherworldly, the impact can be deeply transformative. For many, the experience of the paranormal, whether real or imagined, can have lasting effects. The quest for definitive proof of the paranormal continues to drive researchers and enthusiasts alike. This search is a thrilling and sometimes daunting journey, marked by countless investigations and a relentless pursuit of the unknown. The paranormal, by its very nature, is elusive. It's a realm where the rules of science often seem to bend, and where the inexplicable happens. Recent investigations have taken us to some of the most haunted locations on Earth, from centuries-old castles in Europe to deserted hospitals in America. Investigators have used a range of techniques to try and capture evidence, including electronic voice phenomena, infrared cameras, and electromagnetic field detectors. Yet despite all the advances in technology, solid proof remains elusive. The challenge lies not only in capturing the phenomena, but also in interpreting what has been captured. An unexplained noise in an audio recording, a mysterious figure in a photograph, or a sudden drop in temperature may all point towards something paranormal. But can we say with certainty that they are indisputable proof? That's where the complexity arises. Skeptics often argue that these so-called evidences can be explained through natural or man-made phenomena. A creaking sound could just be an old floorboard settling. A sudden drop in temperature might be due to a draft. A mysterious figure in a photo could be a trick of the light or a result of double exposure. But then, there are those instances that defy all logical explanations, those that leave even the skeptics scratching their heads. A disembodied voice answering a direct question, a figure appearing and disappearing in a locked room, objects moving on their own accord. These are the instances that keep the search alive, that fuel the fire of curiosity. The search for proof of the paranormal is far from easy. It's a road filled with skepticism, controversy, and countless dead ends. Yet, it's this very challenge that makes the journey so captivating. After all, if the search was straightforward, would it be as intriguing? Despite the challenges, the search for proof of the paranormal remains a compelling journey for many. As we delve deeper into the world of the paranormal, one question continues to loom large. As we journey through the shadowy corridors of the unknown, we cannot help but grapple with the deep, existential questions that the existence of the paranormal poses. These questions, often shrouded in mystery and uncertainty, pierce the veil of our everyday reality, inviting us to ponder the fundamental nature of life, death, and the very fabric of our existence. The paranormal, with its tantalizing suggestion of an unseen world, challenges us to reassess our understanding of the universe. It beckons us to question the boundaries of our perception and to wonder, could there be more to reality than what meets the eye? It provokes us to contemplate the nature of consciousness. Is it confined within the physical shell of our bodies, or does it transcend the corporeal, persisting beyond the realm of the tangible? The question of life after death, a concept intertwined with the paranormal, stirs within us an introspection about mortality, about the transient nature of our existence. It leads us to the precipice of an intriguing possibility. Could death be but a doorway, a transition to a different plane of existence? The possibility of the paranormal also prompts us to reflect on the interconnectedness of all things. Are we, as individuals, isolated entities, or part of a larger cosmic tapestry intertwined with the unseen forces that permeate our world? As we grapple with these profound questions, we are led to a greater understanding of ourselves and the universe we inhabit. We are reminded of the vastness of the unknown and the limitless potential for discovery that lies within it. So, as we stand at the crossroads of the known and the unknown, we're left with the big question, the one that continues to echo through the halls of our collective consciousness. Could the existence of the paranormal change our understanding of the universe and our place within it? Indeed it might, for in our quest to understand the paranormal, we are not just exploring the mysteries of the universe, but also the depths of our own souls.